Okay, welcome to the end of Mass Effect 3. I've warned Bob. Once you launch the attack on the Cerberus base, you're locked into the end game, so do everything else you want to do first. Everything else you want to do first.
Ah, he's welding again.
We have 3 DLCs to do, but first we have to walk around and talk to everyone.
Just got word from Miss Sato. She arrived at the Alliance research facility safe and sound.
Yay!
I hear Esteban got to play the hero with a damsel in distress.
You know me and my damsels, Mr. Vega.
That I do.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
Well, Miss Sato made it safe and sound. I want to look at the upgrade terminal, yes.
Got loads
Lots
of wedge.
guns.
He's got lots of money.
I have not really got that much money, though. I wanted to upgrade that, and then we're going to be getting some more guns. We're going to be getting some DLC guns, but I just want to see what's for sale. Striker, that's like a concussive rifle.
Yeah.
It's actually really good, but it's the same as, you know, concussive shot, when it explodes stuff and knocks people over. It's that, but in a gun. That is the SMG we just picked up. That's the Blood Packs version.
Right.
It's the best pistol in the game and the best shotgun in the game. There it is! And we're buying it. That's the N7 Crusader. Cerberus encryption codes, we missed them, so we're going to buy them so we can drop them off at the Citadel. I don't know when we missed them. I don't particularly care. Nothing from Certa.
Model Kodiak.
That's the ship models for
Our orifice. Or our cabin. Whatever they call them on a
orifice.
spaceship. Yeah, office.
Well, you didn't say office, did you? You said orifice, which left me confused. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
You got everything you want?
We missed that. We missed a couple of things, to be honest. But, we'll be picking up some more stuff as we go. I want to upgrade the Crusader. There it is. So that is the best shotgun in the game. It's not the Wraith that everyone says is, but the thing with the Crusader is you need your crosshairs on the actual thing.
Right.
So we'll be using that at some point. But first we have to walk around and talk to everyone, and then we'll start the DLC.
I can't believe the Elusive Man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Yep.
Exactly. Just one more reason to hate them. I can't wait to take the fight to the Elusive Man. I wonder what he's thinking right now. You just know he's got a plan.
These dialogues, this is just what they're going to be saying for quite some time,
I
because
saw the Crucible data Hackett sent. I don't know what the hell it does.
We're doing DLC
Damn
now.
if it isn't impressive. Hey,
Yeah.
So he's just going to be hay for like
Hey.
the next couple of weeks. 3 DLCs to get through.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, well, one of them's really short. Let's go see what Mr. Lajavik has to say.
I wanted to thank you.
I've done something that meets your approval.
Liara told me about your talk with her. It made her feel better.
When we fought the Reapers, the feelings of one soldier did not matter.
But you had decades to become numb to what was happening.
It is the only means of survival.
Maybe. But I don't see how anyone can ignore the things we saw at Sanctuary.
It's easy when you've seen far worse.
I'm sorry you had to.
Your sympathy is not necessary, Quarian. But it is appreciated. Your species always was emotional. We believed it a side effect of your eco-symbiotic society.
Or maybe it's just genuine.
Perhaps.
Because we've been nice and we told him not to stare at the memories of every
Yeah.
single person in his species who died, he's actually mellowing out.
He is.
He's on the path to travelling the galaxy with Liara as opposed to shooting himself in the head.
Fair enough.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship. Its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. Are they the reason you wish to continue living?
Yeah.
Yep.
My crew has become my family. We've stared death in the face more times than I can count. Things like that bind people together in ways I can't really explain.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik.
Oh, don't look at it.
What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Nah.
So, when I first played this, I was like, yeah, they're still your people. Yeah, no, he kills himself. No.
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't gonna help.
Feels like a renegade thing
Perhaps
to
you
do.
are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me.
Yeah, he had his
Like
own
your
suicide
crew.
mission. It didn't
What
work
happened
out.
to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
Yeah.
We have a saying. Let old ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
Pretty renegade thing to do, actually. But there's his bonus
Yeah.
power. But I was like, no, yeah, have a look at the thing. What's the worst that could happen? Fucking blows his brains out.
The crew seems shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I would spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your elusive man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit.
Yeah, we got that.
Subjugating the Reapers will not bring victory. Only their extinction will. How do you see with only two eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
How is he
I would prefer to be alone.
You like Javik then?
Yeah.
Considering he's added at the end, the very end of the game, I think they did a good job.
He is mellowing.
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
You do.
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Commander.
Oh, she's not in there.
No, she must be up on the crew deck. Is this when she's hooks up with Garrus? It might be. If she's in the battery with Garrus, they're hooking up. No, she's in the lounge. Oh, she's pissed. Yeah, she's pissed.
No.
Forgot this. Yeah, she's drunk.
No.
Yeah, she's absolutely
She's
wasted.
hammered.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Taurian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
Also, if you romance Miranda, Tally will be really pissed here because she holds a torch for you in all 3 games.
Yeah.
Even though she's going to hook up with Garrus.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him. Don't me. You sound like a vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
I don't know. Shepard's mum's a Commodore, I think. I think they said she was a
Yeah.
Commodore.
Yeah.
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
She's hammered.
If you romanced Miranda, she'll be even more drunk because she's got a crush on you. But luckily, she hooks up with Garrus. But yes, that's quite funny because Mark Meer, who voices Broshep, also voices every Vorcha in the series, and they all go "Nah!" So he literally is the guy who goes "Nah! You die now." Salute me, motherfucker. That's right. Know your place. This is my ship.
Feeling okay, Commander?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else in the... Yeah, no. Okay, so Ashley's in starboard. It's going to be like, I was right about Cerberus all along. I'm like, yeah, so was I. Stop ragging my fucking ass on this. You got anything to say? You're just going to say good to see you.
Can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so... calculated. Using hope to lure people to their deaths. Or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human.
Good.
Just wondering what the refugees do now. I thought I'd heard of everything. Man. Hard to believe what was down there.
I want to know how they made those
Commander.
banshees, because you need Ardit Yakshi DNA to do that, and the Reapers had to do a specific engineering thing to do it.
Yeah.
So how the fuck did Cerberus... Other than because it was cool that they had one in a cage.
Yeah.
That was docile.
Definitely.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane. A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the elusive man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull.
Yep.
Not right now.
You sure are, Garrus.
It's going to be a long wait. Yara.
Dr. Tassoni found useful
What do we get? Research data from Pragia. Power cooldown bonus. Yep. It was cooldown or
information in the data you recovered, Commander.
damage. Nothing new.
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad she made it.
I'm glad we warned her. Otherwise she's dead.
The migrant fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
Hey.
Could you tell it's time for the game to end?
It's getting that way.
Yeah.
It's getting that way.
The second you touch that Cerberus base, the game is in endgame.
Yeah.
So we could gently fly around it without going near it, but the second you interact with it, that's it. Game over, man. So, that's everyone spoken to.
Commander?
I do believe, quite some time ago, we were asked if we could go and investigate a lab on the Citadel. So let's go do that. And I think we have some shit to drop off. Yeah, he lives in the Horsehead Nebula. All along, he was in the Horsehead Nebula.
Right.
We have a couple of things to drop off. But if you were playing vanilla game, this would be end game now. This is the equivalent of launching the suicide mission, except the game ends. So we go to the docks first. We want to go to Dr. Bryson's lab.
Yeah.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No, thank you.
I'll handle it.
I don't know where
Yes,
I'm supposed
Commander.
to go. I'm going to bring the map up and then look for the blue names. None there. Officer Delic in the embassy. Yep. Just the embassy, and then we will take a...
Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without
I suppose we
use
can
of
pop in the
lower private
Spectre
levels?
office as well, just see if there's anything.
See if anything that needs authorizing.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
And other than that, yeah, you've just done Mass Effect 3, basically, without DLC.
Now
Again,
arriving at the city
which one of you is Officer Delic? This woman.
No, I know what I said.
No.
Divert forces to the Newport. Trust me.
Speak to him.
None of these. Someone up here. Ah, guy all the way at the back here.
How do you know?
Because I vaguely remember this guy.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for.
Yay!
Thank you, Commander.
You did good, child. You did good.
Well, we got that.
Right, so very quick pop into the Spectre office. And then we'll go back to the docking bay and then take a cab to Dr. Bryson's lab. Anything in requisitions? No. No. Right, let's go start some DLC. I like this DLC. So, there was one DLC at launch, which was Javik, that's a great DLC, but it shouldn't have been cut out of the game and sold separately for new copies. That's stupid. And then the 3 DLC, the one we're about to do, which changes the ending. Aria's whole thing.
Please select a
We can
destination.
get that from Purgatory. And the Citadel, which is just everyone gets drunk.
Yeah.
Stuff
Now
happens.
arriving at ward level Purgatory.
So, go over here and take a cab to Dr. Bryson's lab. I like this one. It's a bit of a Call of Cthulhu investigative mystery.
Okay. Okay. Get out of the water.
So Dr. Bryson's lab is our hub for this.
We've got nobody else.
To match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment.
I actually like
Hadley,
Dr. Bryson.
Could you gather the
'cause he looks
Leviathan
old.
data for us?
He's like one of 2 humans
Apologies,
that look
Commander.
old.
The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Is that necessary?
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Cool, we could learn about the history of the Reapers, so it's not thrown at us in a 5-minute conversation at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Sounds useful.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
I'm hitting LT.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Whoa.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
Good question.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson. There was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
Then what happened here?
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Shepard is a bit of an idiot in this
Commander.
DLC.
Yeah.
He's clearly indoctrinated.
It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle.
Remember
They
this
covered it up
from
and
Mass
denied
Effect
it ever
2?
existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
So the Leviathan
There is
of
also a
Dis
follow-up message from a few weeks
is
later.
the thing that killed the
Admiral,
Reaper.
the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
So I'd like to point out now, before we meet him, Leviathan is voiced by Anthony Scordi. You're going to hear him saying things like, "The darkness cannot." It's done fantastically. It sounds fucking terrifying.
It does.
It eats Reapers for breakfast.
Yeah.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Yeah.
So the way that the Leviathan DLC works is we have Dr. Bryson's lab and all of his clues.
Right.
And we go around and look at clues, put them on that map there, and then try and pinpoint locations for where to go next.
Right.
It's very different, and I like it. But for now, we have Edie. Later, we'll have Vega. Also, if you come over here and you're very careful, there's a head that screams.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch it again because it can randomly explode and be done, but that's a husk head. And I want to get that in our cabin. So,
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here.
It's a poo.
I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this Project Travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
well, we can work together, put clues together, and find him.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
So, There are clues everywhere, and if you find the right clues, you can find it straight away. But it opens up a bunch more systems with more war assets. I don't know if there is an achievement in this version for pinpointing it straight away, and I don't remember the actual thing. But boop, there are the systems.
Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
So now we have to look around the lab. What was he doing? There are a bunch of clues. Half of them are unnecessary. There's also a screaming head, but we're not going to touch that as we explore the lab. So you come out here, and he's got stuff everywhere. There's a headshot damage booster for the pistol. You get back on the car at any time and go back. High velocity barrel for the SMG.
Yeah, all good stuff to have lying around in the garden.
Well, this guy had super money. Ultralight materials for the pistol. This guy had unlimited budget money. There's a fragment of Sovereign.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
We have to. I haven't done this in years, so just bear with me. There's a picture.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
It's a little girl with, I think...
That's one of those big wobbly things.
A Hannah, a big stupid jellyfish.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
Use a computer.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
Not all of these are relevant, by the way. Mass pulse recoil system. That would be good for some rocks.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
That makes sense.
Adding the search filter to the galaxy map.
Not all of these are relevant filters.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Ah.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Good job, Edie's there.
Wow, she is a computer. And the other squad mate we're getting this is Mr. Vega. And he doesn't come in to help out like Edie does, he's just bored. The Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Feros, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines that could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Okay.
Well, we just watched it control someone.
Yeah.
But we don't know how.
Through the darkness.
No, it said the darkness must not be breached. That's...
Yeah, don't...
Oh. Anything in the toilet? Not yet. This is going to be our hub, so we'll do a mission, we'll come back. That's important. Spoilers, that's Leviathan.
Looks like a Reaper.
And you are changing the ending of the game by doing this.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
So, it is relevant, and I'll show you why. There's a code on there, 6581G97.
Yeah.
We'll need that for another step in the investigation.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Ah, that almost confirms it.
Well, we were talking about Leviathan of Dis in the last game.
Yeah.
But what else can we search for? For clues. For science. Encrypted data.
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
You think it's relevant?
Possibly. But it is impossible to say without more data. And the decryption key.
Okay.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption
Oh,
key
that'll
safe.
be on that picture.
Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
I think we actually have to look at a photo of her first before he realizes.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, Shepard's realized. Good. Shepard's not that stupid.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Fun. Little investigation, like when we did a heist in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Boop.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding it now.
Oh, come on, he must have narrowed it down now. Save.
I don't actually remember. That's not true. I'm wondering if I do remember.
Come on.
Well, it'll take 2 seconds to find out if I do remember.
Yeah.
I've not done Leviathan in a very long time. It's been like 4 or 5 years. Did I put it in here? I can't remember if I put it in here. I had it on a bit of paper somewhere. Sorry, this is the Mass Effect trilogy, something you'll never see again. Mass Effect 3, Disc 1, Mass Effect 3, Disc 2, Mass Effect 1. Where the hell's Mass Effect 2, Disc 2? Who knows? I thought I had it. Unless, hang on. How long have we got? 6 minutes. 6 minutes, kids. That goes next to Metal Gear, doesn't it? That's where that was. 6 minutes. Bear with me. 1 second. It'll be.
There you go. He's off on a hunt. Oh dear me. Come on, Jimmy. 6 minutes. We don't want 6 minutes of nothing. Okay, no worries.
Well, we're at the end of the session anyway, but you've been slagging me off while I've been out of the room, calling me a cunt.
No, you can play it back, you'll hear.
I never watch my videos back. Everyone knows that. Well, we should be able to extrapolate anyway. I have the N7 Collector's Edition of this of the original Mass Effect 3 on PS3, and I think I had all the clues written on a piece of paper, but it's not there. But anyway.
What have we got there then?
Creature sightings, Rachni activity, locations with element 0,
so there
and
your
Reaper
filters.
activities. One of them's going to be wrong. EZO.
Element 0 deposits.
Based on the search results, Garno is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
No, because we can visit this. So we've put at EZO.
Creature sightings.
I think Rachni is the red herring. One of them's a red herring.
Alien sightings.
Let's got it down to 3.
3 possibilities.
Okay, that's good. What other choices have we got?
Reaper activity and Rachni activity. So it's one or t'other. We'll just save load.
Reaper activity?
We have a match. Marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
So we're going to have to do this a couple of times. We're going to have to do this next time. And there was an achievement, basically, in the original version of the game for narrowing it down to the exact system. Otherwise, we're still going to explore the other systems because they got stuff in them.
Yep.
But
these are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like there's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed
it's a red
memory
herring.
loss?
That's why I didn't even look at it. Blackout crimes. Yeah, no. There's a bunch of red herrings because once we do this, we'll come back and we'll have another thing. So then you leave the Citadel, go to the Normandy and fly to the location, and then you get clues and you come back.
Alright.
Told you, it's different.
Yeah.
But I had a bit of paper, like, always on hand for whenever I used to randomly replay Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Because up until the end, I actually love this game. It's got the best shooting of all 4 of them. And now that BioWare has just fired everyone...
Commander?
Unfortunately, no one has anything to say because of...
Waiting for us to start the final game off.
Yeah, but we can still go. So you'll notice if we go out here, we have a bunch of new places to go that... See that's gone down to 77%. So there's actually more war resources we can get. Because it adds extra systems to the system. But not all of them are right.
Or fuel.
Not all of them are right. So it's added Indris, the Indris system, to the Kite's Nest. Yeah. Now there's nothing there for us for the Leviathan DLC, but there's stuff here. There's some kind of base over here.
Signal confirmed.
Right. What's on Cholas? We're at the end of the session anyway, so it's just... Governor Grothan Pasness.
Okay. That's good.
So there's either something on this planet, or it's fuel. Oh fuck. And we end the start of the DLC Looking for fuel.
Reapers eluded.
In the Indra system. So a bunch of systems we've already visited will have one extra location added to them, basically.
Faster than light jump successful.
I do know one of the levels in this DLC is on an asteroid. There it is.
Evasion successful. Reapers eluded.
I will just keep doing this next time.
And it didn't even
Faster
get us
than light jump
filled
successful.
back up.
Yeah, but we don't really care. But it's more. We got some
We got
woman.
more, I said.
We picked up one random woman, and that's enough for me.